Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just had probably the biggest yawn of the week just now. That's how you know it's getting close to Friday. Whew, my hair's sticking up a little bit. Well, it is what it is. Figured why not go live here a little bit earlier, kind of get adjusted. A lot of stuff kind of moving, but a lot of things aren't looking too great. So I wasn't super excited about trading pre-market today. I only did 2 trades today. We're down about $7 right now. BPTH, day traded this one, lost $86, and then EVK, day traded that one. I was up $73. Both these were just 1 trades each. So I'm down, yeah, actually a little bit more, $15. I mean, $13. I was thinking today, I'm a little bit tired, and I got this new book. Even Bill Gates says it's one of the most important books I've read. Factfulness, we'll see. So I think after the stream today, I'm gonna read a little bit and then take a solid nap. I feel like an old man, but I couldn't be more excited for it. I've been waking up quite early lately, so I think sometimes I just need to catch up on sleep. I don't know what it is. Calm down says how to kill everyone in the world. It's so bad. Mika says great book. Yeah, I'm interested. Has a lot of nice graphs. I already skimmed through it a little bit. It's called Factfulness by Hans Rosling. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have yet to read it, but I hear good things about it, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of a beast for sure. Although the sources is massive, so about 300 pages before the sources. We'll see how long that takes me. The final countdown says I need to book pictures or I fall asleep. It's funny. I ordered this this mouse kind of thing, not mouse. I'll just show you guys. It's a you can tell I'm a little bit I'm not crazy about the gappers today because I'm a little bit distracted here. It's so bad. We should probably start talking about the gappers. But really quickly here, I don't know if you guys ever used one of these before, but I do in my recap videos. I kind of like to go through stuff a little bit in some documents, and it hurts my wrist after a while of kind of like drawing and doing stuff. So I was thinking about getting this this little drawing thing. I don't know if you guys ever used it, but it looks kind of cool. And there's really good reviews for it. I think I'm going to order this puppy. I think we could do some really fun recap videos in the future, kind of drawing on the screen a little bit more. I think that'll be quite helpful. So we'll see what we can do. I got the biggest cart. I'm talking about like $4,000+ in my shopping cart. When I go back to the States, it's going to be like Christmas for Thanksgiving. All right, let's sorry for the distraction, guys. I was just looking at the tickers today. I've been a little bit discouraged from what we're seeing here, so I'm not like crazy about what we're seeing. So I'm sorry for being a little off topic here, but hey, Corey. Yeah, audiobooks are great. I love audiobooks. Spending all your gains. Kind of, no, yes. I mean, we have several business endeavors, right? So trading is just one of them. But yeah, I really need a new laptop. That's pretty much the brunt of it. And then a lot of it is for YouTube. So it's really all business expenses because I need to reinvest. Right now, my laptop crashes on me. I can't properly edit videos on this thing anymore. I can't have, another screen, so I can't really send stuff in the chat room all the time. I can't open too many tabs or else this thing crashes as well. So it's a necessity. It's not like I'm just, shopping because I'm bored here. So everything in there has kind of a purpose, except maybe the mouse thing. But I really, anything that could take pressure off my wrist, I think is a good investment, especially only $40. So. Monster, you should build your own PC. Yeah, that's been a hot topic for a while. The reason I'm not doing that is because I need to be able to travel, and the laptop I picked out looks like it's very, very light and very powerful, so that's like the perfect combo. I see SQBG being called out right now. Yeah, really nice moves here. Let's go ahead and look into it a little bit more. I'm never a big fan of trading something that just starts popping up. I know some people like doing that a bit more. I do it sometimes, and I don't know what my win or loss on those kind of moves specifically are. I would have to document that a little bit more, but it's really easy to give back quick profits on it, so I don't always do it. New collaboration with Reebok. That's a pretty big collaboration. I love those kind of catalysts, to be honest. Those are some of my favorite catalysts. Apparel and manufacturing is taking off today, huh? Let's see how this thing can pop. So far, so good. I like the news. I like the catalyst on that one. Let's keep watching it. For a $10 million company, partnership with Reebok is huge. These guys recently had a reverse split, so keep an eye on that 140 reverse split. That's a huge reverse split. So these guys were really, really low at one point, like 10 cents a share kind of stock. So I would be a little bit weary on that. Probably going to try to pump it a little bit here, maybe do another offering, get some capital. Big resistance around 8. So we flew through that part. Bigger resistance around 10. We're past 10. There's definitely a key zone right around, bit of support here on 13. I would keep an eye on for 13 to 14. So that's probably the next bigger area, besides maybe somewhere here in the 12s. I would look out for the 12s. We have some bases in there as well. So yeah, looks like we're touching that zone right now. Looking interesting. Yeah, Steven, that's a good idea. Vertical mouse and a trackball one. Actually, if you guys want to see the laptop I picked out, here's a quick link to a shop front I'm building on Amazon. And there's an office section, and you can see the laptop I'm looking at in the office section. EVK pulling back again here. Be careful, guys. Just a lot of these tickers are not exactly really nice. The two top lead gappers, EVK and KBSF, both of these are Chinese apparel manufacturing companies, both with really nice floats, 4 million, 2 million, and then 18 million market cap and 6 million market cap. Both of them don't have news though, so it's something I'm really iffy about. Look at SQBG just exploding here. SQBG is really turning into one of the lead gappers right now. Worth looking at. I like it much more than the other ones we've been seeing, so I'm going to be following this one for now. Absolutely flying. So 13 to 14 zone is definitely worth looking at. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, it might be a little bit of an overkill, but I think it'll last me for a few years. So clean mover so far. I like the volume on this. This is looking really strong, guys. And AKD and EXPR, yeah, they could be also worth looking at. Found a little bit of support. I was waiting for this one to dip a little bit harder, but it hasn't yet. It's a good trade with CHS. Nice, another big move. All right, so let's talk about SQBG just a little bit more here, guys. Remember, always what we're looking for is we're looking for a ticker with ideally a float under 10 million. SQBG has a 1 million float, so it has that huge spike ability, right? It has a news catalyst. If we go here to the daily chart, it has spike ability. This ticker has spiked in the past. It's a reverse split. Traders are probably looking at tickers like these. Right now we're hitting new highs. We have huge room to run, I gotta say. So this ticker can really keep going from here. Maybe 18, and then we have, you know, much bigger resistance around 20. I mean, this thing really has a lot of room to run right now. So right now it's at 1535, just going absolutely explosive. Big mover right now. USA apparel manufacturing company with that new collaboration with Reebok, right? So it has that catalyst, strong spike history, that float under 10 million, has that 1 million float, has good room to run, right? Fast rate of change. It's going really quickly. It was between $2 and $7, but right now it's at 15.35. So we just gotta kind of, you know, adjust our trading a little bit for that. So I'd probably be looking for about 300 shares at the moment at the current price. So yeah, this is definitely one that we want to be watching. Wow, boys, sees the commercial. That's true, FM, and we're all technically trading against each other here as well. SQBG, a little bit of a reverse there. Topped out at 1572, nice move. So far, I'm only in 2 trades pre-market. This is definitely the lead gapper right now. Really solid move. Not a huge fan of EVK. I think there's some decent support below this one, but I'm not a big fan of it. BGI, interesting kind of setup here. Kind of consolidating, could have a big flat top breakout past 1.4. I think that's probably an area to watch on this one. So I'm going to keep an eye on for it. Also, the Canadian company, which makes me feel a little bit more confident. But there's no catalyst. BPTH, this was a tricky one. ALGN, not worth looking at, not worth looking at. ADIL could be an option, but I like the catalyst on this one. Collaboration for coronavirus distribution rapid test. That's a nice catalyst. USA Biotech, really nice, 11 million float. Really nice stuff there. I'm not a big fan of the big resistance right here at 235. So I really want to see this one, kicking it. But for now, it's definitely has huge resistance above. I wouldn't be surprised if it tried to break past 2.4 at least once. Have one at least attempt to try to break this area. But I'm overall a little bit more cautious with ADIL. So what I always like to do is really, think about what are the, 1 or 2 most importantly gappers. I think SQBG. It's tough. Like if you're trading the Chinese tickers, EVK and BPTH are actually not BPTH. KBSF, but really EVK is really the one you'd want to be watching. ADIL I find a little bit more interesting, but it doesn't have that room to run unless it breaks past 2.4. So I really think SQBG is really the one to be watching. ASTC. Yeah, big bottom bounce from yesterday. This could easily, break this $3 zone, get halted, maybe have a spike here, but I don't have high hopes for this one. I expect this one to really die off the rest of the day. Maybe there's going to be a short squeeze or whatnot, but I'd be very careful with ASTC, our gapper from yesterday. All right, guys, we got another pretty much 5.5 minutes here till the market opens. Make sure you have everything pretty much ready to go. I'm going to move my orders over today, and I'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Wow, while we're watching SQBG, guys, welcome back to the stream. For anyone that's new, this is where we review the watch list and we trade the market open every day. I hope you guys are feeling good. Remember what the market is doing overall. The SPY right now is pretty much neutral. That's some of the best trading conditions for small caps, so I like what I'm seeing here. Today is Thursday. What is it, the 23rd? I had to think about that for a second. No, the 22nd of October, and it's pretty much 9:26 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we pretty much have another 3 minutes here before the market opens. And quick reminder, we always wrap up around 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, guys, let's keep watching the SQBG, and I'll just throw the disclaimer up one more time. What a move so far. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing wanted to consolidate a little bit after such a strong run up, 180% so far. ADIL could be a possible entry around 2. I don't know if it's going to break 2. It's already pulled back quite a bit. Maybe it will. Also worth watching. The spread's getting big on SQBG. I'd be a little bit careful on this one right now. Okay, finally it's pulling back a little bit. I'm actually kind of excited it's pulling back right now. SQBG. Between 13 and 14, some big support. Buying this on a VWAP bounce could be an option. Maybe you break a VWAP, looking for a red to green. It could also open up and just rip on higher. So there's many things this thing could do. To me, it's a little bit overextended pre-market, so I probably wouldn't be buying it into a first breakout, though. We'll see what happens. Could happen. Anything is possible on a 1 million float ticker, guys. Don't forget that this thing is absolutely explosive with that 1 million float. Another 30 seconds here, guys. Good luck, everyone. I'll see you on the other side. This could easily rip higher here. Boom, quick move past 15.5. I'm not trading it. To me, it's too risky at this point. Cruiser. 10% pullback from the open right away. Nice move higher. It's a 20% candle roughly, and I think it's halted here. Congrats to anyone that got that pullback. Really, really nice. ADIL, not a lot of big movement here. EVK pulling up a little bit, hitting VWAP. Seems to be kind of a lot of resistance. 13% move. Let's see if we can break VWAP. Nice, Mika. That's a sweet trade. Pretty much doubling your account on that one. Whew. Or doubling your position size. That's massive. Yeah, this thing's probably going to get halted like crazy. So it's going to open up again at 35.53. People are going to be looking for different tickers to be trading now. BGI, the Canadian company with a 4 million float, kind of back at it here. Just popped higher. I would probably argue this thing has room to run to at least 1.5. Oof. All right, just dipped lower. There goes my alert. It's a serious move there on BGI. ADIL is trying for that break here. Would not be surprised if it did break VWAP. Gaining some momentum. Looking for that break of VWAP. Buying the possible breakout here. 17. Stops at 14. Stopped out at 14, a little bit unfortunate. Could have took some profits on that one, but looking for this for continuation here. Buyers back in this one. There we go, 13. Yeah, nice. Did what I wanted. I'm probably a little bit scarred from yesterday, so kind of closed out very fast on that one. Didn't really give it enough room to run. Still like what I see on this. Was a little bit nervous that it was going to flush. Yeah, there's a bigger move to the downside. Boom, we would have been down 4 cents a share. I didn't really want to risk it. Had a small size though. Should have maybe just took profits very quickly on it. Yeah, this is why you cut your losses quickly. BGI also flushing. EVK is actually holding the highs really well. This is the lead gapper from the day, Chinese apparel manufacturing company. It was down 75% pre-market from the pre-market highs, and I didn't really like that. It has that 4 million float though, so that's kind of interesting, and I couldn't find any catalyst about this one, so several reasons why I was not super stoked about it. SQBG is going to open up fairly soon here. Yeah, these were the big dips on EVK. Much more resistance around 4. Big question is, can we get into those territories? SQBG opened up here, pulling back, breaking higher. This thing's all over the place. That was like 15%, 10% candle in both directions just now. Whew. Bit of a hammer candle on SQBG. SQBG looks like it might get halted here to the downside. Yeah, SQBG halted again. Corey, you're definitely right with the halt fest, and that's what happens with a 1 million float. Yeah, that's actually a good point with BPTH, and it's actually one of the ones with the most dollar volume. That's a really good sign. USA Biotech, that 4 million float. Strategic partnership. Has that potential. Small size here. $9.38. Big buyers on this one. Didn't get a full size on it. Oh, with 500 shares, that was an okay little return. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, 116 shares, basically $500 position size, maybe a $600 position size. Nice little break there. Good call, Corey. Was a little bit too conservative with that entry. Wicked flush here. Any of these tickers that, you know, pull back over 30%, I'm always extra cautious about. And that's what happened to me yesterday. I was not as cautious yesterday for some reason. I was a little bit blown away by the stats on the company, by the catalyst. And I was just like, boom, you know, this is going to have a nice pullback. And I bought into it and I didn't cut my losses quick enough. Yeah, it was a nice little one. Better than nothing. That was actually more than a home run trade because our entry was at 527 and this thing ran to 5.7. So that was a really solid trade. 30. We have actually 40 plus cents a share. KBSF popping up. Brad, which car? Oh, wait, you got your car that that we were talking about yesterday already? That happened real quick. I'm free. Doesn't mean you can leave. KBSF. Really sporadic moves. SQBG is about to open up here. See what happens. $13 could be support. Let's see if this breaks VWAP here. Let's see what happens. Just broke. This could easily get halted again. Buying on the open of the next halt, if it's to the downside with no catalyst, might be a good setup, but let's see. I'm gonna leave it open my second screen. EVK had a huge run and then just fell off a cliff in one candle. Yeah, EVK, not super stoked about. It's a little funny conversation you're having over there, Brent. Nothing like visiting the grandma-in-laws. SQBG halted again here. What a crazy ticker to trade. This thing is ripping in all directions. Never my favorite to be trading the things getting halted every 5 seconds. BPTH had that attempt to break VWAP. I thought it was going to dip a little bit harder, but it didn't. So this could actually be an okay sign. I'm not really looking to get long on this one just yet. Right now, we're still technically in a little bit of a downwards trend. It could easily break 5. I'm going to put alert here if we do break 5. Then again, it could easily start popping back to the upside and maybe have another retest of VWAP. So two things worth kind of looking at. It is our kind of third biggest lead gapper here today, surprisingly. BGI is just selling off the whole time. ADIL, this is the one we were talking about, has just that huge resistance at 2.4. That's why I wasn't super interested in trading it. But right now it's kind of coming to some bigger support zones, so it might have a little bit pop from this area. Definitely worth maybe following up on. TZ's got no volume. KBSF might break through VWAP. There goes BPTH. We had a former low around 84. The USA biotech with a 4 million float strategic patent. Yeah, George, see if you can build some rules around those to make it more systematic, so you have kind of more of a template to follow. I wonder if this is the low for BPTH. $48.18 is SQBG is when they're going to open. BGI, nice bounce off the dollar here so far. KBSF was not able to break over the VWAP. BPTH might be a good setup here. MRIN from Augustin. What's MRIN doing? BPTH possibly cracking lower here, but I think it's finding some support. Don't really think it's going to dip right here. Wouldn't be surprised if we had to move back to the 9 EMA. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to trade it just yet. ADIL selling off. SQBG back open. This could be a good setup actually for it. Having a 9 EMA pullback. 5 minutes, not that clean though, so that's what's making me a little bit nervous, besides all the halts. Aaron, some words of inspiration and wisdom. Who's long SQBG? Anyone long that ticker? Yeah, so far, nice run up on MRIN. Pretty decent move here, 22%. Right now, it's kind of falling off a cliff a little bit. Looks like it's a runner from yesterday. Just keep that in mind. SQBG looks like it's going to get halted here to the on the way to the downside, unless it makes a move back up. Oh, yeah, okay, no, I think it survived, but I wouldn't be buying this downwards pressure on this ticker here. It's tough to say. Right now, it's breaking higher. Technically, this is a pretty good setup right here on EVK. It has that 5-minute setup as well with the 5-minute breakout candle, and this could be a good 1-minute setup here. Chinese apparel manufacturing company with a 4 million float, but no news and was gapping down quite a lot pre-market. 75% once, and twice it pulled back 50%. And we've seen this vicious flush in the past. Yeah, so the above listed reasons are all the reasons I wasn't going to trade that pullback, although pullbacks are some of my favorite trades. So yeah, that's why I didn't trade that one. I mean, everyone who's buying this breakout is seeing that there was a recent flush, right? So what's everyone thinking about? Oh man, this could flush at any moment. So that's why I usually avoid these kind of setups if it's on a stock that has, you know, flushy pasts. Can you even say that? Nice. Hopefully you get that dip, Augustin, MRIN. Robert's wanting on tips on SQBG chop on trading it. I don't know. I tend to avoid chop personally. That's kind of my tip. SQBG pre-market had some really clean setups. I wasn't really trading it. I was kind of done with trading pre-market, so I kind of avoided it. But you know, in hindsight, 2020, SQBG was the one to be trading pre-market. It's been a little bit choppy, and you know, you could have easily been getting stopped out if you're willing to take the risk, and then you just sell into the spikes. It's one way to trade it, but you know, that can be very costly at one point if it goes wrong. So I tend to avoid those kind of things where it's hard to manage my risk. BPTH is finding a decent amount of support here. I wouldn't be surprised if this one also had one more attempt to break the 9 EMA. Right now it's 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so this thing could be setting up for something. Hertz is moving again. I think so. Hertz is crazy. SQBG looks like it might break VWAP here. Gotta be careful. This could be such a fun taker if it breaks out past 18. That could be such a ripper. Oh, SQBG breaking higher, guys, at 1660. It's crawling quickly. Traders love Hertz. This thing's always such a fun mover. It's quite consistent too once it's trending to the upside, but I've avoided it kind of a lot. Nice, Steven. Milking it. Good stuff. BPTH, guys, looks like it's trying something here. Might be good to scalp a little bit before possible breakout. Five is definitely holding a support for now. I'm thinking BPTH is gonna break back above the 5 kind of 20 zone. Is it gonna make a higher low right now? What's it doing? It's not super clean setup right here. There's no ideal setup. So if you bought right now, it'd be a little bit of a kind of wishful kind of trade, hoping for a possible maybe move to the upside, but it's just not a clear setup, right? Yeah, that's weird, Husky. SQBG, guys, so close to breaking to new highs on the day. Just broke new high on the day. 1748, current new high. BPTH is still actually the third biggest lead gapper here, surprisingly. Five crack. This could be the higher low. 87 is the current low, roughly. Wow, there's big buyers there at 490. Huge amount of orders there. I'm curious to see if that 490 holds again. SQBG is breaking up above 18. Well, it's tried. Might break it right now. Who knows? Yeah, above 18. Take care, Paradox. Whew, SQBG breaking 18. Decent volume here. Big volume, I gotta say. BPTH might be making that higher low. It's hard to say. Could easily crack. We have on the daily a big 180-day moving average. Oof, there was that crack, huh? Just the orders went through and then blang. Went down to roughly 76. Yeah, BPTH just definitely got a little bit less interesting. SQBG, I was actually just about to trade that 9 EMA retest. This thing is such a crazy lady. James, take the stairs up and the elevator down. Oh, oh, that's so bad. I don't know. I usually don't trade tickers from the day before if they don't have a lot of energy in them, unless there's a really, really good reason. Yeah, so MRIN, I don't know. Not really looking at that one. Yeah, for sure, Mark. I was hoping this thing would maybe find bigger support, maybe above 490, and then start reversing, and then have another attempt to break VWAP and maybe start trending to the upside. But right now, definitely gave up that option, and it's definitely trending to the downside. So I don't know. Usually, I do like dip buying these, but it's been a little bit tricky season dip buying lately with some of these bigger flushes we've been seeing, and the bounces to the upside have just been so weak. You're like scalping like 1% sometimes, risking like 5%. It's just not a consistent strategy. That's why trading dips in September was actually much less amazing than I thought it was. Yeah, trading dips this month as well as I'm only up 151 bucks on it. So I made 777 and gave back 626. So it's like my average wins are much smaller than my average losses. That's why I have more wins, but the losses are just always too big. So my best pattern this month is really the pullback. Yeah, that the pullback, buying the pullback, so a upwards trending stock, buying pullbacks back to the 9 EMA is my best pattern this month. SQBG, guys, it just keeps on moving. SQBG selling off a little bit here. Take care, JWAD. EVK, nice, man. EVK was a tricky one to trade, so good work walking away green on that one. Wow, the final countdown, 1K on SQBG, man. Big congrats there. Are you still long it? Because it looks like it's halted right now on the way to the downside. EVK pumping. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for the $5, man. I'll keep it up. I just gotta get some dumbbells so I can do the freaking the pair dance. Yeah, nice final countdown. Well, it's only 10:07, so let's see what else we can squeeze out. Thanks again, Jay, for the support. Today is so far pretty much a break-even day. I think we're up a little bit, but nothing really to run home about. But I don't really care. You know, to me, it's as long as I'm doing good trading, being smart. Even red day sometimes I'm stoked about because I feel like, you know, I manage my risk well. Obviously, I always want a green day, but today, you know, taking it easy, especially after being stopped out yesterday. Oktoberfest got me. Happy to hear, Mohammed. I feel you, Michael. SQBG is going to open up at roughly 10:18. So let's see. It's pretty much another 2 minutes there. Let's see how that goes. BPTH really starting its slow climb back here to the upside. Right now it's having a 5-minute breakout. This could be a good little continuation here for sure. Volume is very light on this ticker though right now. Take care, Mohammed. Calm and collected. It's coming back. EVK is trying so hard, guys. Just watch out. EVK is notorious for having these ridiculous flushes, which makes it very unfun to get stuck in and kind of trade it on the moves to the upside somehow. Yeah, I feel Corey and Aaron, I'm totally on the same side. Like, just check out the past history on this one. It's pretty much overdue for a flush. If we just go here, you can see a perfect flush here, consolidation, a little bit to the downside, perfect flush here, consolidation, downside. Oof, it's even like this. The spreads are about the same time periods apart. My God, yeah, and then this little dip here. 13%, just crazy. Yeah, it was a nasty one. I specifically didn't trade EVK on a dip buy because of what happened yesterday. SQBG opened up lower. BBTH has a shoulder, it needs to break through roughly at 510. I wonder if we can do it. Thanks for the support, Mo. I see the $2 coming in, man. Hey, you. I see you. Thanks, man. Thanks for the support. In Berlin, I can get a half a liter of beer for 1.5 euros. So at the conversion rate, that's pretty much bought me a half a liter of beer. Yeah. Talk about hydration. SQBG, it might be done. Yeah, it's tough. I don't know. It had such a strong pre-market. Every time I see that, I'm like, no, like the stock's going to be dead before it even opens up. But yeah, it's just how it goes sometimes. BPTH, guys, check it out. It's really crawling up here. NVFY coming up. I don't see it at the moment on the watch list. We can check it out maybe in a bit. BPTH made a 12% move already. It had also a flush last time I tried to break that VWAP, so I'd be a little bit careful on that alone. Solid move here. Wow, it just did not stop. Really kept up the momentum. Because traders are really looking for something. Yeah, I'm still waiting to get into some more airlines myself, Harley. Wow, what a freaking curl on BPTH. That was beautiful. Strong move there, 15%. Nice, James. That was a good accumulation. Thanks, the final countdown. Thanks for the $5, man. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I wonder if this is going to actually break past the former resistance at 573. That's where we had that big flush, right? So I think buying close to these areas is very scary. Nice, James. That was a pretty much perfect set trade. Congrats, man. That was really good work. $10.14. We still got a little bit of time. I like the volume on this one and the fact that it's actually kind of holding this area somewhat okay. It's actually pretty good signs. It doesn't look, I would have expected the flush to kind of already happen. So it's looking okay for sure. Here goes another drop. 20s could act as support. Nice move there. It's about a 2% bounce, not too bad. Not really. Nice. The fill at 525 is probably pretty legit. That's exactly the zone I was looking at. $5.35. Ramping up here. $4 move. Wow, look at that. Another breakout. I got to say, I was not expecting that on this ticker. This could be a proper reversal on BPTH. That 4 million float, strategic patent inhibitors in a variety of cancers. Very, very solid there. Nice, James, milking this one. Good stuff. There's a bigger move. Could see a bit of a bounce here off these zones, 1018. Pulls back just as fast. It's a good fun one to watch. I'll keep that one open on my second screen, just going through the other tickers just to see what's been going on. IDEX was a ticker that wasn't really on my watch list because it was sub-dollar, but I gotta say the way this one was trending was probably some of the cleanest action we've seen on tickers. So nice move on IDEX. Really, really good to see that. Yeah, is WWR back in the game a little bit? I think it's really finding somewhat of a bottom here. These are great dip buy territories. Bounce off of 390. I don't know if today's the day it's going to run. I feel like it's going to have a big bounce pre-market one of these days. I'm not sure if it's going to be today, but this could be kind of a fun little trade here with like, I don't know, 1,000 shares. Kind of overnight even, I would probably consider it just because it's such a hot ticker. But you got to watch out with an offering on a stock like this. You could easily be down 50%. Nice, Rockstar. So yeah, BPTH, you know, I should have been accumulating in the 480s as well. I mean, it had a pretty perfect VWAP retest. We were kind of saying there's a good chance it was going to do that. I don't know, I probably gave up on this ticker like just one 5-minute candle too soon. Yeah. Yeah, I usually stick to 2 to 7 stocks. It's just a little bit more predictable in this price range. I mean, you have a little bit cleaner action. Once it's over $10, you know, especially with a low float, I mean, you start getting stuff like SQBG. If it's under $1, a lot of people tend to avoid it. The spreads are bigger. It starts, you know, having these really weird moves. I mean, if it's like the lead capper and it's at like $1.50, I'm going to trade it. But really, the between $2 and $7 is always the sweet spot I've found. Yeah, James. So it's kind of accumulating near the lows, and then hoping that there's going to be some PR that pumps it. EVK, guys, trying for the thousandth time. This move back above VWAP could be small, good little entries here. Volume's increasing slightly. You just got to anticipate that this thing has a high chance of flushing. I think that's the main downside of EVK. That's what would have me shivering in my timbers. Oh man, just looking at it makes me a little bit nauseous. Honestly, when I came in trading today, I was like, as long as I manage my risk and I don't do anything silly, and ideally I can end the day green, even if it's just by a little bit. Create some space from that last red day, and then hopefully Friday we get some action. Otherwise, I'm still ending the day super green as long as I don't do anything silly. So to me, that's kind of what my focus was on today a little bit. So that's why I'm not kind of getting super aggressive on some of these moves. Otherwise, I probably would have traded that first EVK pullback right here, and I would have took profits really quickly. Let's see where it goes. Life is wondering how it's going. That just sounds funny. My life is like, what's up? Yeah, today's an okay day. Yesterday we had a bit of a red day. Today I felt like I avoided some pretty nasty stuff, especially pre-market. And we're not really up too much today, but today's one of those days where I feel like a small red day or a small green day is almost one of the best things you could ask for in a way, because that means you probably avoided some pretty nasty flushes. I mean, EVK is... Oof, looks like it's trying to do, again, a dirty little flush here, so I don't know. So yeah, overall today, looks like my swings are down a little bit. That's okay. Our swings are down almost $1,000 cumulatively, so that's not too fun, but that's how swing trading goes sometimes. Especially we have quite a lot of swing trades open. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this account, and then I think we have 3 in the other account, 7 swing trades. So pretty exciting stuff with the swing trades. The market is a little bit high at the moment, but I bought all these tickers near fairly big lows. So if I need to dump any of these, hopefully they will at least have a retest of the lows where I entered. So yeah, we'll keep those riding. Day trading though, overall, we are up around like $40 day trading today. So it's not even really a great green day, but I just kind of want to kind of get my head back straight on, and I felt a little tired today. So I was like, let's be careful here a little bit. So yeah, not a bad day today. I guess I like it. JC, it's always good to look at past action on a ticker, especially a ticker that has been flushing intraday already a lot. That's always a big sign that something shady going on. This thing could easily break past 4, break point past 4 or 5. It's an aggressive ticker, but it's harder to manage your risk on a ticker that flushes 10, 15, 20% in one candle. All right, I'm gonna grab a coffee and then we could talk about some swing trades. There was actually in the let me open it up in the Discord. So there's a lot of chat on some swing trades. Let me pop this. Where's Discord? See if I can find it. Let's See in Discord was wondering why Space was selling off so much. Space was having a lot of lower lows. That's what made me, lower highs. That's what made me a little bit cautious with Space, and I didn't want to chase it when I missed my first entry. Daryl is talking about an OTC GMGI. Let's see if we could pull up this one. Final countdown. Do I have a regular job? No, I don't have a regular job. There's no way I could do this much for YouTube and then a few other projects that I have. It would be impossible. GMGI. I'm not a big fan of OTCs. To me, it's kind of like a stock graveyard. This one surprisingly has had some pretty interesting moves here. I got to give it to it. I mean, you don't see OTCs all the time making decent climbs like this anymore. OTCs used to really be the thing. I remember back in like 2013, 2014 when I was day trading full time. It was trading OTCs was like the most. I'd be trading more OTCs than other tickers, right? It'd be like, oh, today we're trading a NASDAQ, kind of cool. Nowadays, it's like almost always NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange. The OTC market's really dried up in my eyes. I don't know anything about this company, but it looks like a lot was shared here in the Discord. You guys are saying EVK is rocketing. Oh yeah, EVK, there it goes. It's doing its thing, huh? Good for it. Congrats to anyone riding this puppy. 27, 28%, huge. Oberg, we have a scanner. Check out the video description below or the foundation video series. We use a TD Ameritrade scanner. Let's see here. So it began in 2016, eliminated all the debt, returning profit, consistent requirements. I would actually have to look up how many tickers go from OTC to back to the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange. I'm actually quite curious. The company is a penny stock exempt and filed for uplist on August 27th. Confident they meet uplisting requirements. Let's see, they're not on, let's see. I don't think they're on FinViz, unfortunately, but Stock. I can't spell right now. Yeah, somebody definitely did their due diligence, so good stuff posting this. BPTH pulling up a little bit again here. P2P esports betting systems, launch a portfolio of slot games. Yeah, and especially, so thanks for the share on this one, Darrell. What I really like about this one is just the general niche. These tickers have been absolutely exploding. You guys know DKNG and BETS, the ETF, those have been on a really, really nice rally. So I really do like what we're seeing overall across the board on these kind of tickers. Probably not even really worth doing too much technical on it if it does do the uplisting. Yeah, it could be a fun little swing trade to throw some cash into. Again, I would definitely recommend everyone do their own due diligence. Always a good place to start, guys, is on the company's website. I know it sounds kind of silly, but sometimes I forget, and then I'm like, I do a bunch of unnecessary research, and then I'm like, oh, it was right here on the company website. So sector, communication services, industry, electronic, gaming, and multimedia in Las Vegas. But then you have stuff like this that really gets me freaking out. Like 1 to 150 reverse stock split. That's really not something that makes me super excited. Yeah, I'm not crazy about their website. It looks a little bit shady. Nice, James. Thanks for the $2. Thanks for the support. And yeah, hope to see you some more around. So yeah, I don't know. I would have to look into it a little bit more. There's a few things, especially the website, that begs question. But I also had a pretty big run up. This thing could easily dump with another kind of offering. Maybe they're just trying to raise capital. I don't know. I would have to look into it a little bit more. But thanks for sharing that in the swing trade group. It's a rent money, agent says. I just don't like the website's front. No, not font. Just the general website. It looks a little bit, I don't know. I would have to do more research, but sometimes you can kind of get a feel for like, ooh, for a, multi-million-dollar online gambling platform. I'm losing my trust really quickly. How many pairs do you focus on? Honestly, right now I feel like too many. How's our EVK doing? Anything new? Oh, roughly at near highs, 4.5. It's got to break that key $5 level. I wonder if you can do it. Nice little flag pattern here on EVK. I got to say, this is impressive. I'm kind of tempted to trade it, but 4 million float with that 75% gap down pre-market, 2 times 50% gap down, no news, Chinese company. Man, I've been getting spanked by companies that sound like this. So that's why I'm a little bit nervous trading something in this regard. But hey, right now, there's a lot of energy in it. It's the top traded small cap gapper right now. So definitely worth looking into. Yeah, Rockstar. I agree. Especially if it was a mediocre website and it was like a biotech or it was like a mining company, I'd be like, okay. But an online gaming company, their website has to be spot on. You have to. Your whole company is based on human psychology and capitalizing on fear and greed and human emotion. I don't know if you're dropping the ball on your primary kind of business deal, then I have a hard time even looking further into it. Yeah, Robert, I want to cut losses on ADT. Yeah, man, I kind of feel you on that. ADT is, I think I'm actually going to do a little coverage on ADT because I need to refresh where I left off on ADT. So far, I haven't seen anything that made me really want to sell it. So I am still somewhat bullish on this one. Also, the sell volume here is so small, I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's lacking maybe some coverage, maybe some stops are just going out. It's just not a momentum play right now, so that's a little bit of a downside. Did Kramer just say something about this one? It's not run very well. Yeah, so Kramer is not long ADT. Fair enough. Yeah, my problem with the ADT in these areas originally was, it was not holding its highs well, and it looked like it could easily, drop here. And I wasn't a big fan of a company that just didn't hold its highs well. But then I was thinking, okay, well, near these $8 zones, which was the big breakout territory for this huge catalyst after Google joined, I thought, okay, well, that's a bigger support zone. So yeah, unfortunately, it did not really hold its high. So yeah, this one I might have to cut my losses on this one. For now, I'm going to keep holding, and then I might cut my losses then on that return to 8. That's usually what I do when I'm no longer bullish as stock. I just sell on the next spike back to the upside. Yeah, Tyler, we're looking at swings. You can't hit the undo button. There's no control Z. RKT and then falsy. What's the news about RKT? A little bit of a promotion day here. Interesting. Dan Gilbert, majority stakeholder from Rocket Companies, he's checking out some startups and giving away some cash. That's pretty cool. RKT, we still actually have a limit order ready to go on this one. Was waiting for just a little bit more of a dip here. Let's say we went down to 1976. My limit order is roughly around 1968. So wow, we were really close to entering this one. Let's look at it again here and kind of see what's going on with this ticker. Yeah, okay, so we had a big dip here. Failed to hold its highs though. And actually, let's go to a 15-minute chart, kind of get a better idea of how this one's trading. You can see we've really found some bigger support in this zone. I'm probably going to give it a little bit longer here, but it looks like the sell volume is fading a bit more, and the buy volume is really coming in here a little bit more. So overall, I do kind of like this ticker. Maybe we'll have a little bit of a bottom bounce here again. I'm going to go ahead and move up my limit order just a tad bit because I don't want to miss it just by 10 cents. And I do like this area, and this is where I was looking to get in. DKNG, we had an entry on this one. Unfortunately, it had a red move at the open. Hopefully, it's going to have somewhat of a recovery. But yeah, this was a 3.5% dip. Roughly, actually, let's see here. So from the open here, we're down 5% on this swing trade right now. So what else we got here? What was the one you were... Oh, RXT. And then what was the other one that was just being called out? FSLY. Ooh. Whoopsie. All right, I'm gonna get more coffee. I'll be right back. So clearly my thesis on needing to take a nap is correct. BPTH is still kind of holding this area, I gotta say. Brent says FSLY sounds like a headache. Ay, ay, ay. Rack space. Technology announced full lifecycle capacity to help customers envision, develop, and launch their IoT solutions. Oh my god, the first two paragraphs are literally a repeat of the title. It's okay, here we go. Oh, nice. We entered RKT just now. Really, really sweet. We've been waiting for that. With more than 25 million connected devices expected to be in use by 2021, our customers are under the constant pressure to bring solutions to the market quickly. That's true. I gotta say, this catalyst so far, it just hurts my head a little bit because they just repeated the same thing over and over again. Here we go. Include the following: production services. My God. Okay, I don't think we need to read that anymore. Yeah, so it's good that they're very aware of their kind of customer base and expanding on exactly what they need. Having deployed several and quite a few software projects myself, it's really nice to have a little more streamlined service. I've been using DigitalOcean for quite the many years, and I really like their kind of speed. You can throw up a server and throw up everything really quickly on that, so I really like that. Amazon Web Services has always been a bit of a headache in my eyes, so I usually do avoid it unless I'm using it for like media upload. So it's a pretty important thing for users. BPTH guys, kind of doing a little bit of a curl here again. Kind of looking interesting, probably worth maybe checking out. 1021, there was some news about this catalyst, or news about this ticker. Yeah, some like rehashing news right there. Could be a good dip buy. First two paragraphs repeated of the title every college paper. Yeah, cruiser. Yeah, what was that? I was like, are you kidding me? And then even the points below were pretty much just rehashed. It was a little bit annoying. Thanks, Vision Master. Although today I'm definitely a little bit slower. I could feel it in my bones. Yeah, so I would still like an entry on Rackspace. To me, I've been waiting for this one to go a little bit lower. Where today is technically a green day, but it's a very light volume green day. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little bit of crack of 16. If we have a crack of 16.5, I think I'm just gonna probably enter this one. I've been waiting to enter RKT or RXT for quite the amount of weeks. There we go. Yep, BPTH. just couldn't do it. Flush right away. Fastly. Fastly. USA software application company. Oh, class action lawsuits. All right, starting off right. I mean, what I do like about this ticker out of the gate is the since we're already on the topic, they have a much nicer website. With losses exceeding 100,000 to contact the firm. Here we go. According to the complaint, the company made false and misleading statements to the market. Okay, well that happens all the time. TikTok's owner, ByteDance, which was under serious scrutiny from the U.S. government as a government security risk. We all know about that incident. Any action taken against ByteDance would in turn be immaterial risk to the company's business projects. That's true. Based on these facts, the company's public statements were false and materially misleading throughout the class period. Right. Well, that's a tough one for sure. You know, we've actually looked at this ticker before. I was like, hold on, I'm having some serious flashbacks right now. And we did look at this ticker before. Wow, okay, so good thing we didn't dip buy this one. I remember talking about, I don't totally remember, but I think it was somewhere in this area waiting for a pullback to the 9 EMA. So this time, if you did that, it would have been pretty disastrous. So you just never know with these tickers and stocks. Nothing is guaranteed 100%. Typically, though, when you're trading larger companies, mid caps and large caps, you know, these things are a little bit less common than with the small caps that we're day trading. For now, this thing is selling off a little bit, but it seems like there's a pretty bullish herd of people looking to buy the dip on this one. Let's see why this guy is buying the dip here, why I just bought the stock. And today, if you were long FSLY, I mean, it's clearly a good time to buy this ticker, right? So let's kind of dive into what this guy's giggling about here. A dramatic haircut. That's one way to say it. Talking about a haircut, I'm about to get a haircut myself during the edge of the sky. But never pulled the trigger on buying the stock. It's time to go. Yeah, that's a pretty solid income chart, huh? What is this? It's a fairly small company today. I'm just going to little rehash that $8.8 billion company. Fairly small. That's relative, right? You'd have to look at companies in their industry, and yeah, probably in the software application space for sure. All right, hold on one second. I gotta check out EVK for a quick moment here. I see a lot of you guys are all freaking out about it. Broke the 5. I'm not gonna lie, you guys give me a lot of a lot of false senses here. Like, I feel like oftentimes I'll read some ticker is flying and it'll be up like 5%. This is a nice move though. This is the big breakout we were waiting for. Somehow I felt like it was going to be a little bit more. Yeah, so nice move here. Congrats to anyone that got this run up. That was a key crack of 4-5. That was a freaking 17-18% candle. Really, really nice there. I'm done with day trading for the day. That's why I'm not looking at the small caps anymore and just doing some research. But yeah, really, really solid move on that one. This could be a great entry here on around 5, looking for a pullback. How come it just got a bunch of, how come it just started moving in the right direction? No new news. So it looks like it really just kind of started picking up. Probably just resistance just got chipped away. People noticed that. The breakout brought more traders on, and it was pretty much a feeding frenzy from there on out. Yeah, Aaron, that's probably would have happened to me as well. But you know, it's always hard to say what would have happened, right? And do I think it's smart scalping SQBG? I would be very quick with it. I'd be very nervous for a move to the 9 to VWAP and then a dip back lower. I don't know. I'm not crazy about trading this kind of time of day. But if the opportunities are right, you know, there's no reason not to. I would probably be focused on what has volume, what has momentum, and EVK. If I was going to be day trading anything, I'd probably be day trading EVK. Yeah, fair enough, Rockstar. The Chinese tickers have pretty much all been on fire. It's been insane. NFIN. I'll write it down here, Bren. Thanks for that, letting me know. Oh, that's a good one. A toilet with frequent flushes. That gave me a good chuckle. I think I just visualized that way too much. Built their platform on top of Ethereum. That's even more fun to follow it. TikTok sales going forward. Morning's okay. We're slightly green, but nothing really too crazy. Fariza, you're pointing that one up yesterday, BYDDF. EVK still running here. I'm gonna be interested to see in the recap video if this one's holding up still. Yeah, they have a pretty nice stock chart. OTC company as well. They've been on a huge run up, BYDDF. Very light volume run up though, classic OTC, so I don't know. Not really something that I would invest in personally. You just risk too much on a big spike down. Nice Rockstar, congrats, man. All right, guys, I think it's way past my bedtime. I am going to take this evening a little bit more chill so I have extra energy for Friday. I'm going to do some reading and take a nice little nap. We're ending the day okay. My swing trades are all down today, but you know, sometimes they're up a bunch, sometimes they're down a bunch. That's just how they go. If I do sell anything, you guys will obviously know. Right now we have 7 swing trades, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Also on tradejournal.co, you're going to be able to see the whole portfolio fairly soon. We're working on that. So maybe in the next 2 or 3 uploads, live updates on Trade Journal, you guys are going to see my open portfolio as well. So in case you're not checking the video, you can always check it there. So I just wanted to give that little update. Are there any other updates for Trade Journal? No, I don't think so right now. Yeah, I think that's everything for this video, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up there. LLNW, I could write it on the list. There's a few things that already actually, is this one on my list? No, it's not. LLNW. Yeah, for sure. So many good stuff, so many little treats I want to be checking out. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Like always, thanks for tuning in. On the way out, don't forget to drop a like. I really, really do appreciate it. It's the easiest way to support the channel. I will see you guys then first thing tomorrow morning, Limelight Network. Gotcha. I'll be on it. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning, and I'll see you guys in the recap video. Don't forget, if you're totally new here and you don't know what's going on, you want to learn more about day trading, swing trading, subscribe, hit the bell icon, because we go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. to review the watch list, trade the market open, and then we come out with a recap video at the end of every trading day. Woohoo! It's super good fun. Yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up here. I'll see you guys then in the recap. See you guys tomorrow morning. Ciao, ciao. Stay safe, make some awesome trades, and do not overtrade, because we have some flushy wushies today, and it's a slippery slope out there. They're flushing as much as a toilet. So good.